live, which is perfect because we're live.
We're live.
Right.
It's
Now
me, EDBC1.
Now you let everybody in the world know that Twitch is live.
Oh. Are we like talking live too?
Oh yeah. There's no way to mute that I know of.
It.
Yep.
Sending.
I don't usually do an intro. It just happens.
Okay, you just kinda happen. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to know when I start everything else though.
Okay, I'm learning.
Okay, let's see. Beans is that team. Cyber's that team. ABC1 is my team. Deathoof is that team. Lion should be that. Arcus is this team.
It is Jared BC1 and Addy GC87.
That's right. Very nice. Very nice.
Thank you. Oh yeah. Oh shoot! No, I like that song.
That's right. You do.
I do. Rescued by Foo Fighters who cheated on his wife. It came out of nowhere. Is Spry Guy here?
Not to my knowledge, not yet.
I love how many players are on the T2 team.
What's up?
I said I love how there are like how many players are on the T2 team. Looking at the side of my Discord.
There's so many.
8. You could almost form a whole other team. I have the T3 team, guys. Am I right?
They probably could.
I literally just put Spry Guy on one of the teams. You guys got a whole other team right there. They can fight for Spry Guy. Oh, so there is a T3 team.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, according to Spry Guy in the comments, he said that's because there is a T3 team. Man, I can't words today.
That's okay.
Spry Guy, why didn't you create it for the Gunginga?
Because then we would have 9 teams, and that would be weird.
Well, I'm sure we could pull players from the depths of... Yes. I don't know. Somewhere.
Oh, I think this one... Yeah, this one's blue team.
That's fair, Spry Guy.
Spry, you have too many people, and there's 2 people with Ghost.
Ghost to Tsushima!
I think this is right? Shoot, man, I really need one of these people to just tell me who's on T2 right now. Take
Jared, we're
Cosmic.
we're the third team. Just
Okay,
rotate us.
Cosmic is T1. What the heck? Ah! You're echoing in the stream. Why would it be echoing
Oh,
in the
why am I
stream?
echoing in the stream?
I'm echoing.
We're echoing?
Um,
Spy Guy needs help. Spy Guy, if you count to 5, you possibly will get the help you need.
I need to know what help he needs.
I don't know. Spy said no one's echoing for him. We're good!
Okay, I think this.
What?
I'm just gonna DM Mug. I don't care anymore. Why is this gotta be so confusing?
They said that these teams look right. I don't know who Mug is, but they said that they look right.
Mug is the goat.
Alright, Mug. We love you, Mug. Shout out to Mug.
Alright. Well, I need to see the T2 pick heads or tails.
Um,
No. Who's Spoopy Ghost?
Sonic or Tails? Pick someone. Pick Sonic or Tails.
Okay, heads.
This is utter chaos here. Let's talk about the teams while we're at this.
Alright, you're so right. You're so right, IDBC1.
So we have 2 teams from the same college, guys.
Yep,
Funny enough.
the first one is Emery Riddle, tier 2. Or T1 actually. I forgot I put them in order because that's what Jesus would want. Yep. So looking at this team, we have a very good team. Kava from the looks of it is not in the lineup today. We have Deathoof instead. So we got the Deathoof, probably Pulsar DPS line. I'm very confused.
You never know.
Yeah, don't.
Tank on the paper, you follow what's on the paper.
You know, you're so right. Pulsar's playing tank, 100% confirmed. Kova and Lazy Dog are both playing DPS today, as per the paper. And Sindel and Chandra are supports. They're very good. This team is very scary, and I'm looking forward to playing them because it's gonna be a challenge. All right.
I wonder who made the background.
I wonder who made the second background. Looking at T2, I did. This team is very scary, I think.
Very scary.
A Mug?
I don't even know if that's the right team. Let's go.
No, that is. You can talk about this team. Mug's really good.
We got Mug. I don't know who Mug is, but they're a Mug. Got the Holy Ghost. That's a nice one. Oh wait, they're not even in the lineup today. Well, oh yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are. So you got the Lion in. Bossatron's not here right now. Cyber is pretty good. I really enjoy watching him play.
Oh, and the Junkrat one trick. I remember them.
Yeah, we have the Junkrat one trick.
We love them.
Yeah, Arrakis.
I'm excited to see this.
The best Junkrat one trick. Beans not in the lineup today, but
Beans is in the side. They're watching from afar. Anyways, so it looks like T2 is picking the map, trying to figure out what's gonna best suit them. Could be hard to tell with the Junkrat because Junkrat things.
Yep.
And I don't really know what anyone plays except for it looks like Mug and Junkrat.
Alright, well, it looks like we are staying on Lijiang Tower, which is alright, but...
Okay.
At Miracle Max, please add a tally mark for how many times we've seen this map. And...
bring up the whiteboard, roll it out behind me instead.
100%.
100%
so...
that I know how to do that.
Both these teams know each other pretty dang well, I'd like to hope, since they go to college together.
All friends, maybe? Unless they're, like, frenemies.
Unless they hate each other with a raging passion.
I'd believe that one too. I forgot how to work the controls of this game mode. Anyways. This is why they don't have me do anything. I'm filling in for Max. I miss Max. That's my life.
You're not filling in for
Shout
anyone.
out to Max.
You're the other person I asked, or I guess you asked me.
Yeah, I guess I asked you. Oh, I all and told myself. Well. Anyways.
Oh, Pulsar and Chandra need to swap. Okay. Alright, the lineup should be correct now. Okay, so this was only slightly confusing.
I'm definitely not confused because there's too many people in the spectators. Anyways, yep, like Ghost.
Ghost gets it. Ghost. One of the ghosts. The T2 ghost. Or I guess there's multiple T2 ghosts.
So we have similar with same tanks rolling out, but you already have Lazy Dog who's entering the battlefield.
Yeah, we rush into Rush, and there's a Junkrat that's currently being tickled. Lazy Dog's actually gonna go down second, following the fall of his Lucio.
I'm liking what I'm seeing so far.
I am too. Chandra able to get out with his life. Deathloop being poked a little bit from probably a mug.
If this is the T2 team already on the point, I think they should already be Team 1.
That's what I'm saying. As
this is for the championship of Team 1 title.
Has been decided, the winner of this gets promoted or demoted. And a big pin on Lazy Dog! Not gonna get a whole lot from it. The Lion actually opting to just run straight through. In the process, his Junkrat does get picked. Pins straight through the Ryan again. Doesn't quite hit it. And due to that, the Lion's going to fall. But a very honorable Ryan duel early.
Team 1 capturing the point. Just looking out to stagger the last two. And it looks like they get that. Got them resetting.
What are my bum-ass D1 players doing right now? Shout out to Spry, only ripping his hair out slightly. Chandra, on the flank. Kind of. Would you call I'd call this a flank. You know what?
You know what? It is a flank.
It is a flank.
If you think about it.
Cyber on the flank also. Deathloop getting a quick pick in the fight. Farah of the Sky.
Got Lion out of position. Away from the team, causing his death.
Yeah, and Chandra shooting people with his gun. That's good. That's actually how the character's really meant to be played.
I think that's the whole point of the game.
Well, Reinhardt hits people with his hammer.
Well,
Lazy Dog going for the pin. Hits the pin! He's gonna get it off the edge!
Amazing pin. Great pin.
And Lazy Dog showing why he's on T1.
Hey, you gotta give some faith to the underdogs.
The only dog in the lobby is the Lazy Dog at EBC1. But there's a very lazy lion. I guess he's the one lion.
Fair enough. You got Team 2 coming out from the other side, but the counter pin coming out with the Kitsune Rush.
But here comes the barrage!
Kitsune Rush and the barrage!
He gets nothing! He gets counterpicked!
The Hydrant gets shattered!
It sure do!
And he missed the
pin! The lion with a funky pin! Not my first option, but they're getting picks off of it! At EBC1, Sindel finds the Junkrat! There's a Lazy Dog in the back line!
But he's in the front line!
What a shatter!
You got a Juno ult coming in.
Both Junos! Lazy Dog walking at that back line.
It's counter ult after counter ult.
Yeah, he's not gonna. He's not gonna find the pick onto the Kiriko.
The tire finds one.
It does, but it's too little too late. T2 is left with nothing in their hands but the bodies of their comrades. And not even that, because Arrakis' body blew up.
Oh my god. You got Mug trying to touch, but Mug doesn't make it. So close, yet so far.
And a very I combine strange and weird. A very interesting round.
Very strier, you mean to say. Very strier round.
I don't really know what to make of either side.
I love it. I love the chaos.
Well, I love that Spry subscribed with his Twitch Prime earlier to us in the broadcast.
Thank you, Spry
You
guy.
too should subscribe with your Twitch Prime, because I will take you out on a date. Smile.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Except I get to choose the time, place, and who's paying for it.
Okay, Spry Guy.
Yep, Spry Guy's paying for all the dates.
Okay, so we have a tank switch up. We have Lazy Dog on the ball and Lion on the Orisa.
Yeah.
I like the Orisa play into the ball to try to fortify this holding, just in case they get booped off the map, which is a very good possibility.
Yeah. I'd like to think so. Of course,
Already
I promise you can spend money on me.
And Mug is down.
Yeah.
All in the back line, trying to look for a pick, but he's going right back to where he belongs.
You know, Arrakis.
He's back in the back line.
Arrakis is a specimen because he only plays the Junkrat. I think he's played Venture one time, and the Mei. So playing far into this.
Ball coming off the map. Ball might be finding one because Orisa is a little too far pushed up.
Yeah.
Orisa did a front flip.
She's got 4 legs for a reason, Addie.
Oh lord. Anyways, so you got
Holster on the Life Weaver? Never mind. T1, you can lose now. I will actually be pulling someone out.
Good sleep and good time to push in. You got the tank down. If you can just find the pick on the one, but Chandra pushes one off the map and so does Death Oof.
Yeah, but the Lion, he's roaring to life in the backline. Finds 2. Chandra falls to half. You got Death Oof on top, trying to poke.
You have your Lazy Dog back on tank.
Yeah, but he's already slept.
But it is just a poor little Ana fending for her life right there. But it gets gripped. That actually saved the Ana. I think you're popping ult. Shows Orisa finding one.
And Lion finding a massive pick with his ult. But Chandra showing why they're archaeologists.
Nice trans saving the ball.
Yeah, and
we got Mug Nanoed going to trying to look for a backline pick. But the Tree of Life is saving them.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of using Overclock and Nano to counter the Transcendence like that, but if it works, it works, and from the looks of it, they should have lied, actually. They no longer win the point. The Lion doing his best to roar like a big dog, but just meows like a little kitty cat.
Meow, meow, meow.
That's right, Addie. Meow, meow, meow. The wise words of the Lion. We do see a swap. Mug is on the Sombra. We don't know what this is gonna do, but maybe he can get on the Shindle.
Looks like they're trying to push through the White Room. They're trying to gather their resources to get through there. This is the very last attempt if they don't flip it.
I do feel like it's a little too late.
It's a good attempt though. You gotta let it try and play it out. But the mines kind of cause havoc. You do have 2 on point, finding 2 with the mines.
Yeah, but you're
popping out though.
You're gonna find 3 from the ball shenanigans.
Very unfortunate. It's just Lion left alive.
And Mufasa, unable to secure it, not able to get the 1v5. But that's okay.
I think if T2 wanted to try to make a better attempt at this, they should have tried to make faster plans. At some times they were kind of, I don't know, like...
Yeah, I think we should blame their coach. Spry stinks.
It's like they were hesitant in making plans. Spry Guy, fix your strats, man.
Spry Guy, fix your team. We will be... I don't know where your tier 2 tank is.
They're sleeping. Anyways, Jared, you know what time it is.
Oh, I found your tier 2 tank.
He's back.
Oh no, it's Hydrate.
You know what time it is.
I'm taking a drink. Put boss in for Lion. You got it, champ. Oh, I think Lion actually just straight up left the game. Alright.
Well, I'm out.
I guess that works.
Well, Jared, it looks like tier 2 gets to pick the second map at this point.
You're so right, IDBC1. Very good that you noticed that.
I try to be very observant at times. You know how it is.
I don't actually. I've never known you to be observant.
Alright, Jared, write it down. King's Row for the second time. Write it down.
The second time?
I mean, not second time. Put another tally. Whatever you guys say.
It's been like twice it hasn't been King's Row.
Alright, put a tally down.
Put a tally down.
Anytime the Gunginga season has King's Row or Lijian take a shot?
No.
Take a shot?
We're not.
Be gone?
We're not going.
Gone.
We're not going band for band.
Band for band. We would be getting banned for band. Anyways. Alright, Joe, what do you have to take away from last game?
I don't think Mug dominated like he did.
But I said we should make them play Icon World, by the way.
Swap Sindel and Cosmic. You got it, champ.
The coach said to change the game mode, aka map.
Sorry, Spry.
Rules are the rules.
You don't get to make that decision. You need to be telling your team. Not me. But both sides do look like they are ready, which means it is Jared time. That is a lie. It's actually not Jared time.
Can someone define Jared time?
Well, Jared time is that awkward time between not Jared time where you just feel empty inside. And you're just like, wow, I could really go for Jared right now. But you're not going to get that. You're going to get the Emery Riddle Showdown! Any comments, IDBC1?
Yeah. It's way past my bedtime. I can't stop laughing.
IDBC1, you heard it here first. It is way past your bedtime.
My bedtime is 9 o'clock.
It's okay, my bedtime's in like an hour.
I got work at 5:30 in the morning. This is really fun.
Yeah. But you don't have time for work, IDBC1.
I was just about to ask you, Jared. What do you think about these two teams right here?
I think they don't have time for work at 5:30 in the morning either. Actually, I like tier 2's team a lot better than tier 1's, mainly because both sides have Junkrat, and I hate that character. But Bastion, seriously, like, come on, guys, we're better than that.
I'm a big fan. Bastion's a cutie patootie. He's got a cute little hat on if they're playing the right skin. They are! Look at his little hat!
Well, you know who also has a really cool hat? Ana.
Who?
Not because she actually has a hat. And Arcus gets stiff to buy the Death of Junkrat.
You have the push coming up from, but... Bastion moment. Bastion moment.
Bastion moment. We're also experiencing Junkrat moments.
I see that, and Mercy moments.
And Alari moments.
And Juno moments.
Nah, that one's not real.
Okay. Anyway, so if you were in the position of T2, how would you go about this? Would you want to try to push for the high ground?
Well, I certainly wouldn't dive the high ground like that. But they definitely gotta get this Junkrat the heck out of Dodge, and this Sigma swap could possibly do that, but with Death, Oof, and Lazy Dog running rampant in the backline, it's kind of hard to do that. I know it's still creative. I'm kind of upset that he's doing it too. Clearly, Death Oof is just a fake fan. Hello, Mi Cheng Ji. Always an honor. Always a pleasure.
Mi Cheng Ji, you're my best friend. Anyways, so if you're trying to push into this, you would want to... Oh, that's actually a big pick. But the Mercy's going to probably try to res that.
Yeah, but they can push hard off of that. I don't really know with what, but with that shatter coming out.
Down, finding one, but it doesn't kill.
No, it doesn't. They do get the res off in the meantime, which kind of stinks.
They are down the Junkrat, which is heavy damage on them. If I were them, you would try to push in at this time.
I mean, you got it. You got nothing else you can do.
The Bastion's one. You capitalize on the Bastion. You probably
now there's a Ryan in your backline. If Lazy Dog doesn't go down here, it's gonna be crazy.
Got the tire coming out. Finding two.
What a tire!
What a huge tire.
And Arrakis with the tire to save his team and take the first point of King's Row.
That's why they call him the Junkrat One Trick King.
That's why he's named after the planet from Doom. And a weird...
coming up. Didn't find anything.
Yeah, very strange Bastion.
No, they switched from an Alari to Brig though.
Well,
interesting pick.
That is definitely an interesting pick. There's a Death Oof on the high ground fighting the Sojourn. Definitely drops. But there's still just a Bastion chilling up there, looking to get a Mug's number. Now, if you're on the side of T2, you do have both support ults and Sigma Flux coming up. But Deathu finds another pick in the backline. He's going to find two. He's going to retire. And I don't really see the vision for this. But he's going to go for the Junkrat. He's going to find the pick. But Arrakis gets the counter pick. Which means Arrakis is the better Junkrat. Because he didn't need his ult to kill Deathu. Or a res.
Preach it. Preach it, Jed. So in this situation, you gotta be careful when you're playing Sigma into the poke, especially into the tiny little corner right there.
Yeah, I mean, while you do, you have a team which you can poke with.
Got window coming up, but the window's a little too far up for them. If it can find someone in the backline, the Sigma found nothing.
Yeah, that's really depressing, but Junkrat for BAP is definitely an even trade, as we would like to say in the business. But both supports now are down for the side of T2. I would expect...
both supports did use ult.
Yeah, and I'd expect Lazy Dog to just go in.
Ryan alone in the backline, you can capitalize off this.
Big Shatter coming out.
Coming out.
No Shatter, but they still got all the picks. That's really depressing. I mean, playing Sigma into this is definitely a weird situation because you have a team you can poke with, but in order to do that, you can't get outpoked by the constant damage of the Bastion and the Junkrat.
I think for this team, if they're wanting to try to capitalize off the corner, especially with the team that they have, they're going to want to switch off the Sigma to play more of a brawl, because Sigma is very poked, but it's just not keeping up with what they need. Yeah, the Briggle coming out, as well as the...
They exploded the Riptire, and I don't... It's hard to say what you can play into this team, because I would probably be forced into something like a D.Va here, but...
Yeah, especially the pressure high ground. Try to find a different way to maneuver. You do have a Ramattra. I like the concept of it so far. Just depends if he can capitalize off of it. But they can get that Mercy half.
Yeah,
they can capitalize off the really low line. Ryan? Hello? Words?
No, actually the Jewish Muslim gets taken out.
Mercy's trying her best to get out. She did not make it.
Nah, you probably don't remember, but this map last time served as a very good start to a series for T2 again. Actually, you probably do remember. You played that game.
Yeah, because someone messed up my game. And they knew our strat. I do
That's
like
nice.
On the
Big Shatter!
23.
But
this is disrespectful.
This map was insane for Mug the last outing he had. And really all the maps were, but he's unable to find that same success today with the constant aggression of the T1 squad. And a Mug falls again. Once again to the stinky Junkrat guy.
Hard to see this, because they do have the pocket on the Bastion, as well as a Brig sitting there being his little tank.
Yeah, I mean...
But you have the Ryan going down, they just have to prevent the Mercy from resing it. Mercy's going down by the res. She gets it.
Their DPS are just completely unpressured. There's nothing they can do.
And you have the popping off, which could be huge. The Rhino is one in the back line. They do have to keep that in mind, but the Fire finds two. You have your tank, which is alone for T2. Oh, he's got his Lucio now. Ryan coming back with the pin, finding one. And this looks like our moment for the T2 team with their push.
Yeah, it sure does. And Mi Cheng-ji, it definitely was my fault, but I also gave you the option to play out the map to the 1 minute mark because quick play gives you an extra minute. And then we would have just gone from there. There were ways around it, and you guys held for basically the same amount of time. But kind of just seems like a skill diff to me. I mean, you did drop a map. And we only did that to the likes of Team Pete, which is a very fierce team, as we all know. I might even go far to say that Team Pete is the best team in Gunginga.
Even none?
Okay, let's not get crazy here. Let's not start pumping propaganda out.
Clip it.
No! Ooh, we do see the diva swap now from Bossatron. That's his name at ABC1. Bossatron. Jewish Muslim.
Oh. I like the other name better.
We don't need to. We only need to play a perfect Overwatch when we need to. Which we did against you guys, as you probably do remember, losing 3-0. With the Warrior Hanzo coming out.
Team 1, you do have the Symmetra trying to TP into the backline, but the Ryan's already in. Ryan is down instant to the whatever, Junkrat.
Yeah, just all the damage. And at Spry, you do in fact have Pulsar on the Lifeweaver. Not sure how he's gonna react to this. I love you too, Mi Cheng-ji, but know your place.
Again, but it got prevented.
You're just.
Junkrat does have to watch out for potential flanks from where he's positioned, but he should be okay.
Yeah, and
with the MTP.
It was a really funny engage using the TP to get out after the pin. And now he's getting the high ground.
Yeah, Ryan on the high ground?
Not for long. Here comes another Sim TP.
Ryan hit one.
Arrakis goes.
If they can capitalize off of that, but the life room pool was pretty big. You do have your Mercy 1 in the back line.
Yeah, and
you have Lamp early from T2. Ryan pinning in, finding the diva.
Yeah, Bossatron gets out of mech. He should get the. Yeah, he's gonna get both picks. And if they push this aggression here and just keep one person on point, they don't really have a lot to worry about. Arrakis finds Pulsar, but Pulsar gets Cyber. Deathloop playing pretty aggressive here, finds the pick on Arrakis. And now you have the Hans swap. No one really likes this character.
She's just casually sitting on the point.
Yeah, just like how Lazy Dog's just chilling in the bar. But he's gonna pin out. He's not gonna find anything. Actually, oh, nope, the pull.
Lifeweaver gets pulled out. He almost finding one, but the Arista stopped the damage from coming into the Junkrat. Yeah, Wall coming up, but Brig pops her ult. Ryan pinning in. Finding nothing. He's alone in the backline, but he's got the Tree of Life. Lamp coming out early. Ryan
and
shatters.
A big shatter. Finds 3. They're gonna get... Yeah, they're gonna get all the picks in the world they need off this. Just a Mug and Arrakis up in the backline. I don't think they stabilize off of this, especially with the Mug going down to a Fire Strike. If I saw that right, it wasn't even meant for the guy. Alright, you have Cyber hitting the rollout of his life. He's not gonna make it though.
Very unfortunate.
And against my benefactor Mi Cheng-ji Wishes? Against Mi Cheng-ji's army of witches, T2 falls 0-2 in the series against their school rivals, being themselves just the T1 version. And at EBC1, as T2 down against the wall, what can you do to win this next map and bring it to 3? Or bring it to 4, I guess it would be.
T2 shoes. I would tell Spry Guy to be a Spry Guy moment and tell me what map to play. Something that would benefit the team.
Alright. Very good insight. Amug is opting for Gibraltar, which is a fun map. That's where Winston comes from. Since they took out the other Winston map because they hate Winston.
Horizon Lunar Colony, R.I.P. She will never be missed.
Nope, awful map.
No, but seriously, if I was T2, I think I would try to have better plans figured out in my head before engaging, because at times it seems like their tank is pushed up a little bit too far, rather than like collectively moving together as a unit.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I think they just need to. Okay, they need to clearly swap Pulsar for Schindel or Sindel. Schindel. I knew it. But they just need to put together one really solid push, where they're all just
Right. If you can capitalize off of the one big push, then the ball can keep rolling.
Yeah,
they need opportunities.
They need to play as a team, and we haven't seen that consistent teamwork for them yet.
It's always one's pushed up, or after the team fight that they do win, it's you have someone pushed up a little too far. They're almost waiting for the next person to come back, and then they keep fighting more and more, and then they just get picked off. If that makes any sense at all. I'm not an Overwatch player anymore.
No, it does, and what we saw differently from this match and their last match was they looked like they were playing with something in their gut. And they look so dead out there.
They're missing the confidence that they need because they are playing against their T1 team of their university. But however, you should not let that define your team. Come back stronger and prove that you are the underdogs that will win.
Yeah, like I wisely said to Addy BC1 earlier, honk honk.
Honk honk. Release the inner goose. Scream honk honk.
Addy gets it. You know who also gets it? Well, probably not Cyber. Cyber falling very low early, and Ghost's gonna finish the kill on that. You got Deathloop in the backline now, trying to tickle the damage. Gonna find the pick on Arrakis.
See, what I'm looking at right now from T2's performances is you have D.Va diving in on the high ground alone, while you have Tracer pushing the cart. I feel like if they would have played like possibly Genji to capitalize on the two on high ground, they would have had a better chance for that very first push. Rather than spreading your team out, they're playing two separate paths, is what it seems. If they're wanting to have someone push the card, I think it should be Junkrat rather than the Tracer. The Tracer should be trying to follow up with the D.Va.
Yes, but the Tracer's trying to bait them to the cart so they can dive harder on them.
That is also very fair.
It's the right idea, it's just poor execution on the matter. I really think they should just stick with the Sojourn, though. They need to challenge the other Sojourn, and they can get a lot of damage.
High ground, they're coming on the Sojourn, causing Sojourn to file off the high ground.
Yeah, and
the Tracer had to recall instantly.
Ghost might go down here.
This team doesn't have very high target prioritization. It's like you have
Cyber getting a pick on Lazy Dog after a follow-up pick on a mug from Deathoof. Deathoof now in the backline, a mug on his way back way before Sindel could get back.
Currently, they're just trying to get after the Lucio.
Yeah, and with that, they've taken high ground, and they look like a much better team. They are able to if they are able to get control of this high ground, they should be pretty successful.
The Lucio is low. They're pushing him away from the team, which could be big. You have Lucio in the backline trying to get a pick.
Lazy Dog getting very aggressive. They aren't going to get the pick on the Sindel, but they are going to lose their Junkrat one trick. Yeah, and Spry letting us know T2 is a much newer team. That is true. They actually just started playing together week 2, if I remember right.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah. No, there's a reason for the kind of sporadicness of them. And when
I'm just trying to get very helpful tips that could benefit them in the near futures while they're watching reviews. However, I am not an Overwatch coach. Never been certified for that.
I don't believe there's a certification for that.
I don't know, I'd ask Mr. Warrior. You have D.Va pushing off the Hazard, but Hazard is still in the backline trying to look at the Kiriko. Kiriko has to use her cleanse to save herself. TP's up to her team, but she does fall.
Yeah, and Lazy Dog's so far back, he's
coming
not...
out with the blade.
He doesn't get the beat, but it doesn't matter, because you have Deathoof in the back. Should just secure the one pick. That should be all they need.
Cyber now trying to poke from afar, pulling out the Lucio to distract away from the team.
Yeah, and Cyber...
Pulse bomb. It's Lucio to half.
Now, I'm kind of pumped for this Arrakis Riptire here. I feel like that
I feel
could...
like it's gonna find 7.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
Both Kiriko are coming out at the same time. cleanse has been used. Tire being popped.
And it's waiting. Trying to find its victim.
Finding one. The one that matters.
The Lucio.
Bum bum bum. T2 is pushing the car, getting good distance from.
Yeah, but Deathloop is keeping constant pressure on their backline. So they're unable to get anywhere. But Cyber's going to get the pick onto Lazy Dog.
Could be the way that they cap. They do have to watch for the Moira coming on the point.
Deathloop trying to find the pick on the Junkrat. Chandra's going to pick up the kill. And all you really have... You're losing the numbers advantage as we speak.
Oh, you have Diva Bomb coming on a point.
It finds two! Just Lazy Dog up. Oh, it's Lazy Dog and Sindel. It's actually a 2v2. This should be pretty winnable if they can get the pick on the Moira. Lazy Dog going...
Yes, perfect.
Lazy Dog hits the leaping strike, but doesn't get anything from it.
Watch for the Genji catch. Genji deflect.
Genji's on, but he falls in a trap.
Oh, what an amazing turnover from T2.
Amongst 1,000 IQ trap coming into play at the very last moment.
You have Cosmic switching over to the Mercy to pocket the Sojourn.
Yeah.
Coming out, finding nothing.
Narrowly misses. That would have been a huge stick because the Mercy just flew back into her Sojourn.
Even pressuring the high ground as she should.
Yeah, she's doing a very good job getting in there.
Very good job pressuring the Mercy. We're finding the Mercy too. Sojourn popping her ult in the back line. But will she find anything?
No.
She does not. What an amazing turnout.
And this is the T2 we saw last game. This is the T2 we expect now.
Putting pressure onto the Ashe now.
And for a scrappy team of young punks, they're doing pretty well.
And in the Moira was a good attempt to try to chill out so her team can make it. But they capitalize off that pick.
They sure do. Bossatron's falling quite low.
Lazy Dog getting him alone.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be enough. They might actually find the pick on him. Uses Leaping Strike to get out.
Has the Mercy separated from her team. Juno coming out. You have Hazard ult popping, finding the Diva. Only the Diva. Tire coming out as well. Kitsune.
And finds Lazy Dog.
Putting pressure onto the backline is the Diva. Mercy pops her ult to try to keep her team alive. However, will it be enough? Or will it be a waste? Mercy going in for the res! Mercy going in for the res! Finds the res on the Lazy Dog. Could this be the turn of events, or could it be a stagger? Could it be an IDBC 1 res onto Jared?
I don't think it's going to be that, especially with Bob coming out. I didn't even know they had an Ashe.
Big flip from Bob.
This should...
T1 capitalizes off the Team 2. Having a major reset.
Yeah, and a very big res coming out from Ghost. They were just unable to shut it down when need be. But this shouldn't take the wind out of T2's sails. They still look very good. And this is where they want to be.
Bomb coming up. And it's Juno 50%. However, the Team 1 team does not have a single ult. Maybe possibly the Soldier and ult.
And Cyber finding the biggest pick they probably can. Chandra getting brought down as a follow-up.
Diva just needs some healing so she can go and pressure the front line.
Yeah, and they should build... Oh, but Arrakis goes down. Lazy Dog still in the backline. He's going to find two. 21 health remaining. Gets the health pack up to 91.
They can get the Moira on the Moira. That's a big pick.
Yes, but they're still down numbers.
I think T2 should just do a soft reset right here, so they can still have time to gather the forces they need. Because if not, then they just get a pick like Shindle did the Mug.
Yes, but Arrakis wants to pick out a Deathloop. And they're trying to keep the Mercy away from the res, which I don't believe she actually has right now. Lazy Dog falling so low.
In this moment right here, the Diva is pushed up a little too far. She needs to play safe, passive, wait till her team comes.
And Chandra's gonna get the pick on the Mug, but won't survive the recoil.
Mercy's looking for the res in the backline. She's trying to pop out and go for it, but it's not working because of the Juno ult, causing pressure. Kitsune coming out.
Yeah, and a Mug's almost back.
Finding two. Huge D.Va bomb possibly.
Finds Ghost.
They just need to focus on the Moira in the backline.
I don't think they touched though. Oh, they got it. A Mug gets a pick on the Sindel. This is gonna be huge.
What a huge cap from T2.
And just like Ted Lasso always says, keep the memory of a goldfish. 10 seconds is all they have. They forget it and they keep going. That's what T2 really did in this map. They forgot the first two. That happened. So what? Who gives a darn? You're here in the now. That's all you can affect. Yeah, they played as a team. And they just
finally found the chemistry that they were missing.
I don't think it was their chemistry. I think they found the team comp that they needed to crack it. They were able to dive the high ground and just get constant pressure on that. And they forced T1 to just back off and play scared almost.
Jared, what do you think about this team comp right now?
I'm a little scared. I think Deathoof on the Widowmaker would be huge. I don't know how Chandra is, but Chandra playing the DPS for them. I mean, they've been primarily the hit scan player tonight, so I'm expecting to see great things. They don't have a lot of heals on their backline, but Lazy Dog being so aggressive, it should be fine. And Deathoof, as long as Deathoof can target the Discords, it should be fine. Now, you do have a D.Va on defense, which the double D, very good for comp, very good, as everyone knows. And I mean,
you really very safe pick.
Yeah, you have a lot of the same, and as long as you don't play aggressive here, as long as you let them make the mistakes, you should be fine. Deathoof already found a pick on Arrakis though.
They could probably still play it slow, capitalize off of the mistakes, but the D.Va falling down due to the hazard wall. Hazard going into the backline, trying to capitalize off of the D.Va's mistakes.
Yeah, D.Va is going to stay in her mech for a second longer, but going to get killed. And Lazy Dog, being the aggressor, should get both supports here in the end. I lied. Goft is going to get away. Or maybe not get away. And a very good wall coming out from Lazy Dog. Takes a lot of chip damage from that Junkrat though. Deathoof already has the duplication.
To try to stop the point, but the Deathoof copies the D.Va. D.Va's a little bit walled off from her team. Hazard going in, finding the D.Va mech.
Yeah, and that should be the point. And Deathoof finds the Junkrat with the crush!
Mercy getting their res off.
Yeah, just buying for time at this point. Mug and Goft are going to be the last two standing. We're going to see a Bossatron switch off of that D.Va onto the Hazard, and Chandra taking a very aggressive Widow position. But they have every right to. They have all the momentum.
And all the space that they need right now to play the aggressive spots.
Mug does know about the cheeky Widow up top, and Arrakis comes in to help, but Deathoof is going to find picks. Should end up getting... Yeah, gonna end up getting both the Junk and the... Oh!
Big pick, possibly?
I'd sure like to hope so.
It might give them the Mercy's trying to res it though, but they capitalize off the Mercy! Big pick!
Yeah, no kidding. Just the Echo and the Lifeweaver, stinky characters down bottom. Lazy Dog doesn't have enough health to go in.
The point, this could be the stopping point for the T1 team of their momentum. G2 is finally finding the groove that they were missing.
Yeah, and Chandra being poked out of this Infrasight, unable to find any value, just keeps taking crap damage from really the crap damage characters on the side of T2.
Right. Which is really good, because then you just have the Hazard, that's his name, pressuring the Widowmaker.
Yeah, Bossatron is in such an aggressive position. I'd be a little surprised.
Yeah, Lazy Dog also trying to play the aggressive position, but he gets pulled from his Lifeweaver.
Yeah, and Mug
Mug
finds to this fight.
This is a really good holding point right now from the T2 team. Yeah, Hazard popping ult, finding a kill in the Mug. But you do have him too far in the back. But but he doesn't get the Lifeweaver ult. Lifeweaver put it way too far. You have the copy onto the Hazard. Hazard blowing up. Out of copy. Getting pulled.
There's no Widowmaker in the back line. I guess with the tree it works, but not sure that that's the best.
They just need to focus on the Death Loop in the back line, finding him, but Death Loop also finds one. What a great hold from T2.
Yeah, you'll definitely take that trade.
Of course. You just have to watch from the Hazard trying to go to the back, to the high grounds on the ship.
Yeah, already taking his aggressive positioning, and T2 not really looking super worried about it, but
it is something to worry about when he pressures onto your supports like that. You have to keep the Juno alive in this situation. Tire coming up from Arrakis. Will it find something? Oh, God.
I'd sure like to think so. But it won't.
It for as long as he could, but he could not find anything.
And Chandra swaps to the Ashe and instantly going to find a pick onto Cyber. Arrakis blocked out by his own wall. This should be the point right here.
For as long as they can, for the couple minutes, a couple of seconds that they need in this moment. You have Juno who looked like she wanted to touch, but she tried to retreat. Did not work in her favor.
Yeah.
Moving on to the third and final point now. You have Lazy Dog trying to play the aggressive positions once again, but you do have the Mercy Pocket on the Echo trying to pressure out the Sojourn.
Lazy Dog gonna find Arrakis. Jewish Muslim is holding the aggression onto himself.
Lazy Dog is really far in there, possibly gonna find the pick, but the Mercy's on top of... Mercy saving his life as much as she can.
And Chandra finding 2 big picks to keep his tank alive. They haven't pushed the cart yet, but at this point they really don't need to.
It's just free spacing for them. They just have to be careful from the Ashe on the high ground, but the Lazy Dog is applying some crazy pressure into their spawn. Both from the 3.
Yeah, you know as well as anyone else, a Pocket Ashe can do so much damage. It can make or break a team. But you're gonna
need to pressure the Ashe on the high ground, but Bob coming out into the back line.
Honestly, I don't even know that it matters. You're gonna have 4 ults still up from the side of T1.
Yeah, but T2, if kept alive, they can probably
pop
the nothing.
It's
Changed
just
my mind right there.
It just doesn't matter.
Still not pushing the car. Now they are. That could give them plenty of time for the T2 team to come out and possibly use the Sojourn ult. Hazard holding her down though. She's popping the ult anyways to get her Juno ult coming out from T1.
Yeah,
Mug
getting freaky with it. Should find 2 in this.
This is possibly a good hold from them. But the Pocket Echo is pretty crazy.
It doesn't
hard to hold off of that.
It should have really
flying just a little too high into the air. Missing the point to hold it.
Yeah, and it just doesn't matter. Now, the good part about Escort is that both teams, no matter what, as long as both sides cap, even if you are out of time, you do get a minute on the time bank. So T1 will be attacking first.
Pretty crucial.
Now, whether or not they will be able to reproduce that same success they had originally, I mean, that's up for debate.
Scared.
Huh?
Huh? Oh, did I cut out? Oh, sorry. I said it very much it is. Alright, let's see. Based off of this team comp, you do have the Winston coming out. How do we feel about the Winston, Jared?
I feel like you gotta stick with that diva. It's the one thing that's worked for you so far on this map. I get trying to throw something different in there because it feels like it wasn't working, but that was on defense. This is attack now. It worked very well on that attack round.
Their attack was better from them.
Well, and Winston into Hazard's just so rough.
Everything is really rough into Hazard.
And especially looking at this team, who are you gonna dive? With that diva, you can at least switch targets very rapidly, but Winston requires squishies to get a large amount of success.
Posture check, Jared. Posture check.
Yeah, I was kind of shrimping.
But you do have the Brig trying to protect the on a little bit more. However, Winston is pretty far into the back line, which causes his death right there. If he was to play the diva, he probably would have had a better chance of escaping.
I love the Winston. I don't think this is the right time or the place.
Especially with the minute that they do have to capitalize off of this.
Yeah, you don't really have a lot of time to try new things. You just gotta go with what worked.
You have to go with what your gut's telling you, and your gut should be telling you Diva.
And here we go.
With 20 seconds left to spare, you do have Arrakis trying to make a play, but he failed miserably. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, but Goffs gets a counter pick onto Deathoof. Mercy should be able to get the res onto this.
This is where the Diva should be applying pressure onto the Mercy res once they hear that.
Yeah, but they need to keep peeling for this hazard. That's the tricky thing about playing against a hazard.
The backline is pretty rough.
Tank always needs to be looking at that hazard. He can just walk at the backline and get 4.
Juno is one, possibly could find a pick onto her, but it
won't end up mattering.
Enough.
Mug gets a pick on.
Alive, though, pointing at the point as long as they can, so the next person can make the touch. But I don't think it's possible for the Juno to touch.
No, but it's hard to get a read on how good this T2 team really is since they don't have that experience playing together. Not like this T1 team.
Team 1 does have a pretty good chemistry. However, the T2 team has had their moments. A really good attack from this first map, or third map, first section of the third map. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, when they can put it together, and they have been able to put it together, just not consistently, they look lights out. I mean, it's insane.
It just takes time to build that relationship like the T1 team has.
Yeah, and looking at their coach here, Spry, you'd have to imagine he'd be able to help them build that by the start of when Collegiate goes.
However, you do have to shout out to Spry guy for managing almost 3 teams.
Almost. Does his third team not count anymore?
No, because they're not a third team in the Gunginga season.
You're right.
Sorry, Spry guy.
Gunginga is like the Premier League in European football. I mean, like, AFN's Liverpool, you got Meteora, which is like Manchester. I mean, you got all the top tier teams. And going back to Ted Lasso, T2 is like AFC Richmond, man. They're the scrappy underdog.
They do find the pick on the Chandra really early.
Yeah, but with Deathoof still alive, what are you gonna do?
Hard to say. You do have Mercy struggling for her life, but she gets out. She was looking for the res, but it wasn't very possible because you do have Lazy Dog that was trying to punish and make sure that res wasn't going to be recoverable. The Discord is hurting them pretty bad too.
Yeah, and that should be the map. But if you're on the side of tier 2, I don't know how bad you can necessarily feel about that. Yeah, you didn't play your best, but you looked...
They gave it their all.
They gave it their all, and they looked pretty damn good at moments. So all they got to do is figure out how to patch those moments together, get them to go more consistently. They have a very good team here, and I really love watching all these players. They just need to put it together for a whole map. It's the same issue Team Pete has.
Practice for one another.
Yes.
Takes learning how to play off of one another's characters and building the perfect team for them.
Now we will be reaching out to T1 for an interview.
I demand Spry Guy in my interview.
Spry Guy died.
No! This is just so sad.
Yeah, he was so young.
So young, had so much potential.
The
tier 3 team got him.
Well, it looks like they all left. I don't know who to grab for an interview.
I'll interview you, Jared.
You'll interview me?
How do you feel about the game today, Jared?
I feel like it could have gone better. Oh, Sindel will take it. I got you, Sindel. No, it sounds like this is the guy. Hello, Sindel. How are you doing?
Good.
Welcome.
How are you?
I was told you were the best person for the job.
Hi, I'm good. It's interesting. But yeah, Spry's scared of me.
I wonder why.
I will behave. I promise him that I will behave. Spry.
Oh, Spry, he promised.
I have
Can we keep him?
Question number 1.
Yep.
How do you feel about today's match?
Honestly, it was a blast. I love my homie Mug. I'm gonna head over to his room in a bit, and I love my homie Boss. T2's a blast to play against. I love them. So
Uh,
yeah, it was pretty fun.
pretty fun. What's one thing that you would compliment to T2?
Mug was diffing me on Tracer. That man's insane. And yeah, he's my Pookie. And also Boss is insane. I love Boss too.
Yeah.
And that Junkrat one trick. That all my homies love Arrakis.
Yeah, well,
Amen.
what was your guys' game plan heading into this match? Obviously, an opponent you know very well. Was there any special
Well,
things you had in store for them, or was it just another day in the office?
not really. It was just fun. We just like played like we normally do. I know
Funsies.
Mug. I play with Mug too much. I know what he's up to. When I saw he was on Tracer, I knew I was not gonna live for more than 5 seconds, so that's fine. But
Hey,
yeah,
it's the dream.
that is the dream.
Were there
See,
any
Spry, I'm not doing bad.
he's doing great, Spry. Were there any weird compositions that T2 rocked out with that you really weren't expecting for them?
Uh, honestly, I wasn't expecting Boss to rock the hazard, knowing that Poof was on Echo, but it's fine. And I was not expecting like I think I saw a Venture at one point to
Oh,
try and
you
get the
did.
point.
You
It's a
did.
venture. There was.
Yeah, I thought I saw a glimpse of the Venture, but yeah, some interesting picks, but they got their synergy. They just still have some work to do. I know T2 can be good. I love them. I believe.
Yeah, and we're kind of
Uh,
on the same page. After them really pushing through that first attack on Gibraltar, was there any adjustments you guys made, or was it just we know we can beat them. Let's just keep doing it.
Yeah, we were just having fun. Uh, honestly, we just like when we were playing Gibraltar attack, we were just like trying new things. Uh, I don't play Mercy. I tried out the Mercy. Some reses didn't work, but that's fine.
I think you had some
Uh,
very good reses. I think it worked pretty well.
just don't pull an Eddie BC1 res.
yeah, I don't yeah, that res on top of the spaceship trying to res a Widowmaker
It
while I
was
have a hazard on it.
Yeah, but you
that was
had that
little.
res on the hazard that literally secured you guys a longer defense on third point.
I don't think that wasn't me.
That
That
wasn't
was
you.
that was
Well,
that was that was my bestie
That
comment.
oh,
that
well, we'll
that, that was
pretend it was
not
you,
me.
okay?
All right.
All right, what is one piece of advice that you would give to the T2 team?
Honestly, in my opinion, they have the like the core of a really good team. They just have to work on their synergies and their other like their placements, like positioning and like being aware of their surroundings. For example,
Right.
I believe at one point during was it Kings Row? Yeah, it was Kings Row. Like someone flanked behind Goff and he was like on top on first point. So that little bit more awareness, he could have like turned on him. And yeah, they have a good core. They just have to like improve on slight things, but I believe in them. I love them.
Yeah, I have one more question. Addy, do you have anything else?
For it, Jared, go for it.
What is your favorite moment from today's match? Looking back at all three maps.
Being able to play Moira.
I
All
love that
right.
answer. Moira.
I'm gonna be honest. Spry bans me Moira. When I asked him I could play Moira, I was a happy little fellow. I couldn't
Happy
play
little.
Weaver. They didn't want me on Weaver, but that's fine. They just don't believe on my Weaver. They say my
I
trees are
believe.
bad.
I
I
don't
believe in
believe in
my
it.
Weavers.
I believe in you.
No.
Don't
Mm-mm.
listen to Spry Guy.
I
He's
believe
just
in my
really good.
Weavers. The tree was good. The tree that ended up getting us a 5K by a Junkrat ult, it was not my fault. That was all the Orisa ult. It was not me.
Wait a minute.
That had nothing to do with me.
Was that week one?
Yeah, it was like no, it was like last week.
It was recent though. It was
It
recent
was like
enough.
it was like recent. Like it was not me. That tree was it was not the fault of the tree. It was fault of the Orisa ult. They clumped them up. The tree was a good plan. If I placed the tree a little bit better, I could have blocked that tire with the tree. The tree's not my fault.
Hey man, all I'm saying is I'm glad that tree didn't work out. And I'm glad
Okay.
you guys worked out, obviously winning 3-0 today. Thank you for joining us. It was a very fun match to watch, and we're hoping T2 excels into the role they should be. Looking into next week, though, we have a pretty exciting matchup for you. It's going to be Air Force None versus T1.
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? Not you, Jared.
Interesting. I really am looking forward to seeing spectating and coming
Oh.
out to see what I can do, see what I can see what shenanigans I can pull out. Spry, stop being mean. But yeah.
You, the Life Weaver.
The Life Weaver is good. They don't believe in the Life Weaver. Trust. One of these days, that Life Weaver is gonna save her. It's gonna save them.
Warrior doesn't believe in my Life Weaver, so.
Well, I don't believe in anyone's Life Weaver, but that's all the time we have for the day. Thank you to T1. Thank you to T2. Our next match should be AFN versus Bread Dog, Thursday-ish.
Oh, Friday. Meteora versus USA, potentially 10:30 p.m.
All big things. John Yu-Gi-Oh, that's right.
Everyone give a round for John Yu-Gi-Oh.
Why don't we give a round for Sindel, the guy who came and interviewed?
Yay, thank you, Sindel.
Thank you, Sindel. You're on your best behavior.
Play more Life Weaver.
Yeah, I got bonus points. I have a feeling that whenever I have to talk with Sprite, I'm gonna get bonus points now.
Do I need to sign your permission slip?
You're gonna get a gold sticker. Huh? we'll sign the approval slip.
Do we need to sign your permission slip before you go?
Sprite, that's you. I don't know.
Well, I sign off in this interview. Yep, you get one gold sticker. Goodbye.
Thank you for joining us. Bye. Guys.
Alright, IDBC1, I'm done talking to you, and I'm done casting. We will see you at our next game. Goodbye.